and welcome back to Sustainable Style. You would have seen us about a month ago talking about starting a challenge called Plastic Free July. Well, it is the 1st of October, oh my god, 1st of August. 1st of August today, and you'll be watching this on the 2nd of August. So we just thought we'd talk through what our month's been like. Both of us, obviously it's very different because I live at home with my parents, so a lot of the household waste I haven't got included in my personal plastic waste, and whereas you,
which is cheating, whereas I live by myself and therefore have the whole range of everything that comes wrapped in plastic and a household waste, etc. included in that.
Yeah. So we thought we'd talk about like what we thought was going to be. Obviously we did a challenge. I feel like it's pretty even considering that you have household waste as well.
I think that's a very polite way of saying that you won.
So talk about what we thought our challenge was going to be. We'll talk about obviously the plastic waste that we have created over the month of July, the bad stuff, and also we'll share with you what we've changed and the good stuff at the end.
Yeah.
And what we're going to be thinking about going into the future. So yes, shall I start off with my plastic?
Yeah.
Cool. So this is my plastic waste bag. The reason I've got it in this bag is because this bag actually was part of my plastic waste. I ordered us at the beginning of the month these really cool coffee cups for iced coffee because we all love an iced coffee in the summer.
They have been a godsend actually. I have not used quite a lot of plastic because of my one of them.
Exactly. So you don't realise, like I remember I just looked back at last summer and realised how much I bought iced coffee and it comes just completely wrapped in plastic. It's plastic cup, plastic straws, like so these were a godsend. But when I ordered them, they were like, oh, eco-friendly for your eco-friendly family member or friend, whatever. And then they come individually. Each one I ordered 3. Each individually came wrapped in plastic, and then in a plastic bag shipped together, which I thought was ridiculous. So shame on you, drink stuff. Not shame, obviously, just be aware of your plastic waste.
I'm angry at you. No, it's fine.
It's not fine, but just improve.
Yeah.
So that was really frustrating,
Learn from your mistakes.
and that is definitely something that I fell down a lot on. I order a lot of stuff online, on eBay, like when I'm ordering clothes and stuff like that. I do buy a lot of stuff online, and it obviously 9 times out of 10 comes in plastic. I mean, some shops that I know that do deliver in paper packaging is the AC. If you order on the AC.com website, and also on Reformation. I know that's overseas, but they do come wrapped in paper rather than plastic. So those are a couple of stores I know that do. But for the majority, even if they are selling organic clothes or sustainable clothes, it does come in plastic wrapping, which is frustrating. Or if you're buying secondhand on eBay, most of the people send in plastic. But so when I sell it on eBay, I actually reuse the packaging that I've received previously from stores or from other eBayers, so at least it's not used once and then thrown away. I do try and reuse it as much as possible. My other biggest plastic waste was contact lenses. I wear them quite a lot, especially during the summer, and I use dailies, so obviously they each come in like a little container for one for each eye, obviously. And
really?
So obviously that's an everyday waste, and it's really difficult. So to not, obviously otherwise I wear glasses, but I don't really want to wear glasses, and I don't have prescription glasses, sunglasses. So, and I actually enjoy not wearing glasses. So for me that was one of my biggest bugbears of Plastic Free July was, well, I like these, but it's a plastic waste. So I've actually looked into getting monthlies rather than dailies because that will reduce the amount of plastic hugely that I use every month. I mean, they're literally just there. I litter the house, my bedroom with them because every day I put them in, sort of thing. So yeah, that was my biggest thing. My next thing was obviously Ralph, my dog's dog food. I previously had his food in this size package, which obviously we used up this month. And I've now actually bulk bought a huge, I think it's like 20 kg or something like that, bag of food, which should last quite a few months now. So it's unfortunately still wrapped in plastic, but it's less. Again, trying to reduce. I can't make it zero waste. Maybe in the future I can, but at the moment it's as much as I can do. In there also is a plastic bottle from a bottle of water because it has been hot in London. I did get caught out like you have as well.
Yeah, I've got a
with the
couple of
heat.
bottles. I got stuck on a train.
Yeah.
No water.
So my other thing that I said that I've realised throughout the month that is a huge plastic problem is going out to bar. I like going out with my friends on a Friday and Saturday night to a bar or a club, but every drink that you get given or like you go up and buy, they instantly put a plastic straw in there. It's just trying to change their way of thinking. It's a mindset that you've got to change. So like I think the last time I went out, I actually didn't get given a straw once because I had a bottle of wine, and then when I ordered a mixed drink, I made sure that I was like, oh, no plastic straw for me, thanks. So it is just kind of like get that in quick enough so that they don't waste one already, sort of thing, and it's not already in the glass.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is a change, and I would like to see more businesses, more bars and restaurants and clubs and stuff actually not putting the straw in and making them an option rather than a necessity, to say. So yeah, those were my plastic bugbears this month. Considering it's the first time that we've done Plastic Free July, I feel like that was quite good for me, and I feel like next year it will be even better and continue going forwards. And yeah, on to you.
Yeah, so I don't go out clubbing on a Friday and Saturday night. Just different lifestyles. But I do hear you on the pet. Do hear you on the pet food front. So one of the biggest wastes that I've got with the rabbits is the hay all comes in plastic bags. I do bulk buy their hay, but again I still go through 3 or 4 bags of it a month. Really, I tend to go for a bag a week because they do eat their body weight in hay a day, or they're supposed to. They've not been doing so much in this heat, sadly, but yeah, so that's one of it. And I have bought a bag of hayseed to grow my own down the allotment, but I still need to dig that bed over and work out exactly how hay growing works and drying it and all of that malarkey. Again, longer term plans, and we have looked into some places that sell hay. So there's a couple of farms that I know that sell hay in paper bags, but it's just getting there because I don't drive to get the hay.
Yeah, also I suppose it's the creating the CO2. It's
the travel. Everything is a balance.
Yeah.
The other big bugbear that I have had, which you would have seen in a post that I put on the blog a couple of weeks ago. So I was supposed to be walking 177 miles over this last fortnight, but didn't because of, well, safety reasons in the heat. But I did make a load of trail mix to take with me, and sadly trail mix, the ingredients for trail mix, most of it came in. I did quite well, got quite a few nuts in tins and stuff, but quite a lot of so jelly babies always come in a plastic bag.
Can I just put in here, you don't have to have jelly babies in your trail mix. I personally wouldn't have jelly babies in my trail mix, but I mean, each to their own.
Jelly babies is a really good source of instant sugar hit. So
and then again, I would say instant sugar hits aren't great.
Well, they are if you're walking and you need a pick me up. Also, I quite like the mix of nuts and jelly babies. So I mean, each their own, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was annoying. I think I did quite well. There's some pictures up on the blog about the balance of what I did there. And the other, I guess, the main big thing that I struggled with, or there's two. Well, one, the main thing I really struggled with in Plastic Free July was other people. In the nicest way. So both in terms of communal food. So obviously I work in an office, and we have quite a lot of, I've just popped out and bought us all biscuits. Do you want one? Oh, can I have one? Because that's wrapped in plastic and I'm doing Plastic Free July, and it did lead to some interesting sourcing of plastic free snacks, which was good. But so that was a communal problem, and then we went out on a couple of picnics, and there is someone bought sausage rolls, and I ended up with a sausage roll tub at the end because I was the last person to leave, so which is not ideal. And then gifts, presents. Some people bought me some presents over the month, which is amazingly lovely of them. And I'm not saying that buying people presents is bad, but flowers come wrapped in plastic, chocolates come wrapped in plastic.
It's unnecessary.
Yeah. So it's just frustrating to be like, yay! So I mean, I'm not sure there's a way around that apart from just buying everyone bottles of wine.
Or spreading awareness, like so someone gets you, oh, this is great. But did you know if you got these flowers from a farmer's market, there won't be any plastic on them? It's little things like that just to.
That is the best way around of doing it, and not just buying everyone wine. Yes.
Yeah.
I think that was my biggest. I also had quite a lot of things that I finished up this month, which is a little bit frustrating to finish in plastic-free July. So my laundry detergent, I finished off. Luckily that bottle is recyclable, and I've now switched to Ecova, which quite a lot of places do refill, so I can take that there. And another thing that I have thrown away is this lovely blue garish thing, which was my razor. Obviously it would have had a razor head on it, which is also plastic, so which is why I got rid of them. So to stop using disposable razor heads, I have now switched to, as of you, one of these, which are a lovely wooden and metal contraption, which are safety razors. And you've also switched one.
Yeah, we thought it's just so much better. Like none of this is made out of plastic, and all the things that you need for it don't come in plastic. So we bought these on Plastic Freedom, which is a great website if you want to get loads of household goods, all plastic free, beauty bits, loads of stuff on there. I think there's blankets and towels and stuff like that. So you can get quite a lot of your household essentials on Plastic Freedom. I'll leave a link in the description box below. So we got this, and it came in a kit in a box, which is all plastic then. It was all plastic free packaging, so it was all paper, cardboard.
I still can't get over.
Yeah, so
they've got little tiny bits that hold everything in place. They had string holding it in place instead, which was just plastic, I got very excited.
So this came obviously with 5 spare razor blades and a bar of shaving soap as well, so no plastic there too, which has been great, and it's definitely one of the best changes I've made. One of the other changes I made this month that you haven't quite made yet because your toothbrush hasn't died yet like mine had, was the bamboo toothbrush, which I got as part of a kit from the Ethical Box company. So they inside that starter kit you got the toothbrush, a tote bag which I have here, and a coffee cup, plus some plastic free. I keep saying plastic now rather than plastic free.
Plastic free straws.
My brain is melted.
Metal straws.
Metal straws. So I got a set of 5, I believe, or 4 in the pack. So I've obviously distributed them to people.
Yes.
And then I've kept the little bag that they came in, this little cute bag, and I've put inside a metal set of cutlery as well, which I take with me everywhere now. So when, especially at lunch times when it's been sunny, I've been taking this out with me to have my lunch out in the park and stuff like that. I also carry around with me a coffee cup and a tote bag as well every day now. It's literally become a thing I have to have in my bag every single day, which has been great.
I have also done that, so I've also got a set of cutlery I carry around. I don't have it with me, but mine's in a little pouch made by my friend Catherine, which has a little zip on it, and that has my set of cutlery in it, a straw, and normally something else as well. No, it doesn't. I'm lying. I also carry around my coffee cup as well, either my normal coffee cup or my one of those, which I have been loving. And the other really big change that I made this month is I am going to say invested in a Chili's bottle, which not only does it actually keep your water cool for 24 hours, there's a little ad here, Chili's, we love you.
Not actually an ad though.
No, because...
But if you want to sponsor us, Chili's, please do.
It actually has increased my water intake, because I don't know, well, those people that know me know that I drink coffee till it's late enough to drink wine. That's generally how I roll. But with this I have been definitely drinking more. This is a slightly bigger size. This is a 750ml. You can get them smaller. Yeah, I'm going to be getting the 500ml one. And I bought the 750 just because you can fit a whole bottle of wine in there. So if I was going to the park for a nice picnic, keep your bottle of white wine nice and cool. So I've done that, and the other thing that I've done, which is new for me, is I have switched to loose leaf tea.
Yes.
To save on tea bags.
A lot of tea bags have plastic
in them, and they all come wrapped in weird foily plastic stuff. So I made that switch, and which meant I bought a teapot, which was very exciting, and we managed to get that
not wrapped in plastic.
Not wrapped in plastic from
Arket. So Arket was actually a really good brand. It's got a lot of really nice homeware in there, and also a lot of their clothing is made out of sustainable materials and organic cotton and stuff like that. So that's really cool. If you haven't heard of them, definitely check them out.
And the teapot itself is by a company called Price and I'm pretty sure it's Price and Kensington, which is one of the oldest ceramic manufacturers in the UK. So good to be supporting long-term British companies businesses too. I think that's all the switches I made this month.
Yeah, so obviously the tea that you bought was from our order on Plastic Free Pantry, which we obviously started doing at the beginning of July. We made a big order, and they basically deliver to you all of your store cover goods minus all the plastic if you went to a normal shop to buy them. So all your dried beans, your pasta, your rice, lentils, all that sort of thing you can now get all without the plastics, the nuts and the raisins as well. So in the future, if you wanted to make trail mix and you were a little bit more prepared, you could do an order, and then that way you reduce your plastic. And what they do is they either come in paper packaging or this compostable plastic, compostable cling film, which is made out of wood pulp, which is really cool. You know, you have to just cut it up, put it on your compost bin, and it will biodegrade.
Or you can send it back to them if you don't have your own compost heap, and they will compost it for you.
Yeah.
And they've also
they've recently introduced where if you have your own reusable produce bags, which I'm looking into getting as well, so it's just these little white muslin bags that you can put all your produce in. You can send them off to a Plastic Free Pantry. They will fill up them with your order. If you obviously make sure you write your name and email address and everything, so they can match your order with the bags, and then they send it back to you. I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe they minus the postage of you sending your things over to them off of your order, I believe. So you'll have to check the website, and I'll leave a link to everything below. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and you've got a bit of an insight as to our daily plastic intakes and the changes that we've made. And if you want to make them too, we'll leave all the links to what we've used over the month as well. Going into the future, there's definitely more things I want to change, and maybe next year's challenge we could see if we can only produce the amount of plastic waste to fit into a mason jar or something like that, just to try and continue to reduce.
Yes, I mean, hopefully by this time next year we'll have made a lot more changes, and it will just be second nature to not use plastic.
That'll be good. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this one, and we'll see you in the next one.